Hey there, welcome back to True North Reviews. My name is Ryan, and today we're tackling the 25 songs I've deemed to be the worst of 2018. Now, this is probably the most difficult video I've had to make for a very good reason. I can't stand these songs, plain and simple, to a point where when I was making this list, it drove me to the action of consuming alcohol in order to numb the pain. And we all know the harmful effects of drinking, and I certainly don't want to be giving myself any more headaches talking about these songs this year. I'm really just looking forward to being able to put them to rest, so the quicker we move on from this, the quicker we can focus on the worst albums, and then we can focus on the best of 2018. With that explanation, some of you might be thinking, why bother? Why make a video that's going to give you a headache, and why dwell on the negative? And don't worry, I've asked myself these questions so much that I've finally come up with an answer in order to get the confidence to make this video. And that is the fact that for every good song in the world, there's probably another one or two that we don't like. So for as much as we can beat around the bush and stay positive, songs are not created equally, and there's no way of knowing what a good song is without first comparing it to a bad one. With that out of the way, let's just dive into the list, but just be aware that only one song per artist was considered, unless of course it was a feature, which is different from being the song's creator. At number 25, we have DJ Khaled's assembling of formulaic pop rap on the track No Brainer. And it really is a no-brainer to be on this list because DJ Khaled has done this song before. He's just painfully taken some of his old songs and reworked them to a point where he's convinced that it's something new, but it's not. And if plagiarizing yourself could be possible, this would be the poster child of it, not DJ Khaled's actual child. No, the song would be. At number 24, we have Meek Mill's 1AM, and the generic production of saying, hey, hey, on the offbeats is making a ugly return about 10 years past its expiration date. At number 23, we have 1 Minute by XXXTENTACION featuring Kanye West. This song is so trash, and yes, I get that it was going for this cathartic response to people that piss you off, but it's like that sound from the garage when you have kids and they decide to start an emo rock band and everyone's just screaming rah rah rah. But just when you think the angst and the rebellion is for a meaningful reason, it ends up sounding like these kids are throwing a temper tantrum because they were told they couldn't play Fortnite after misbehaving. Dying in LA by Panic at the Disco is my 22nd pick, and I hate putting Brendon Urie on this list because he really is a talented singer, but the vocal performance on this specific song is a letdown, and it's a little too dramatic for me personally. At number 21, we have 21 Savage A&T, and believe it or not, I didn't actually know this was going to be the 21st spot until I started writing the script. As for the song though, it's straight cringe. If you listen to it, you'll find out why. The link's down in the description along with all the other songs I mentioned in this video. At number 20, we have Pink Ocean by the Voidz. It's on a record that I just couldn't seem to get behind this year like many other critics could. Don't get me wrong, I see the appeal with the experimental rock sound, but I'm bored with it, and the vocal performance on Pink Ocean is just another grating one for me. At number 19, we have ZAYN and Nicki Minaj's No Candle, No Light, which, trust me, I thought was going to be a pretty decent song until the beat drop happens, and that's when most of the obnoxious sounds pop in and it just ruins it. At number 18, we have Lil Boat by 88 Glam. At number 17, we have The Light Is Coming by Ariana Grande featuring Nicki Minaj. At 16, we have GTFO by Mariah Carey, a song that I thought had a great vibe and instrumental going for it, but the vocal performance is so breathy and unpleasant that it's off-putting. At number 15, we have one of the reggae dancehall tracks from 6ix9ine's Dummy Boy. It's called Mala, and it's sickening. The autotune is used as a crutch to a point where there's no human emotion left over to be felt. At number 14, we have Serious by Russ. And as much as Russ thinks that he's being sultry and lavish, this track is obnoxiously begging for attention that is undeserving in my opinion. At number 13, I'm not going to bother ripping this one apart just because I understand what it was going for, but Cinematic by Owl City, yeah, it's a pretty corny song. At number 12, I give all the honors to Popcaan's Wine for Me, a track that I found seriously irritating during the summer, but now it's just become something that I put on from time to time to get a laugh. Still pretty bad though. At number 11, and this point going forward, these are songs that I can't even play all the way through anymore. And in the 11th spot is the Chainsmokers and their song This Feeling. And yes, I'm kind of taking a cheap shot with this one, but the lyrics are an abomination. They're among the worst of the year for sure. And even beyond this, the structure is extremely basic. It has one of the lamest choruses that just makes me want to crawl under a rock and imagine the world without its existence. At number 10, Nav. Pretty much anything from his new album could have made this list, but I handpicked the song With Me, which has the most obnoxious use of the alien vocal modulation, but also simply just because I can't find any sense of melody, harmony, texture, dynamics, the elements that make up music. At number 9, we have an even uglier vocal performance than Nav, which is kind of hard to believe, but that goes to Anne-Marie with Marshmello on their song Friends. And I get it, this song is on a lot of critics' countdowns, so I'll just let the song speak for itself. Moving on from there, my number 8 pick tries to be sensual and angsty at the same time. This is of course the 30 Seconds to Mars song featuring Halsey called Love is Madness. The lyrics, so repetitive, it's such drab, it's very unrealistic. And all I have to say, if you're in a relationship like this, just get out. At number 7, we have Bad Bunny and Drake on the song called Mia. And all I have to say is it's Drake singing
in Spanish.
At number 6, we have the song Cream by Iggy Azalea featuring Tyga. And this has been one of the most offensive songs of the year just because of its dumbed down lyrics. I seriously felt like I was losing brain cells listening to this song, but it really is a perfect collaboration between these two artists because they can romanticize about ass and cash all they want, but they just need to leave me out of it in the future. My next pick goes to Talkie Talkie by DJ Snake featuring Selena Gomez, Ozuna, and Cardi B. And really, the dance-friendly beat on this song has been heard about a million times before. It's so generic. Selena's sensual vocal delivery is as forced as it could possibly be. And Cardi B's graphic lyrics just make me cringe like no tomorrow. Speaking about Cardi B, she gets the number 4 spot all to herself because of her song Money. And as much as Cardi thinks that she only needs money to survive, I can't take this song seriously enough to critique it. Some of the bars on this song, I'll admit, are pretty funny, but I don't get why Cardi has to isolate the entire male population from her entire fan base. It's just a repulsive song, and I don't see it really adding to the artistic conversation of music in 2018. At number 3, we have Baka Not Nice and his track Dope Game. This track is just god-awful for the vocals, especially in the verses. Just very grating, and it's among the cringiest things you can possibly hear in 2018. At number 2, we have a song that doesn't even sound like music. It's called Diamonds by Lil Xan, and as much as Cardi B drives me insane for her lyrics, this track right here makes her sound like Shakespeare. By far, Lil Xan is the worst lyricist of 2018, and it's exemplified on this mind-numbingly awful song. And after a while, I think to myself, maybe this isn't supposed to be taken seriously. And then I try to justify why the lyrics are so meaningless. And it's like I go into this deep pensive thought that makes me realize that the song has no meaning until I give it one, and then I'm having a existential crisis, which I don't need because university gives me enough of those to begin with. So I just want to move on and never think about this song ever again. And after that rambling, it seems hard to fathom what song could possibly sound worse. But here we are. We've arrived at my number 1 pick for an artist who I was a pretty big fan of back in the day, but I have no idea what they were trying to do on this track. It's called Digital by Imagine Dragons, and it's a horrendous mess. And let's assume that's what Dan and the gang were aiming for. If you're saying you're the face of the future and you write a hideous song like this that has no focus and just repeats the words, hey, 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 digital a million times, well yeah, I'm scared of the future, and that beats out pretty much any university education because now it's just the fear of the unknown. Congratulations, Imagine Dragons, not only did you fail to be charismatic, but the bridge on this song from the 2-minute and 18-second mark to the 2-minute and 41-second mark has got to be the worst thing I've heard this year by far. In fact, I challenge you to listen to it 5 times and sincerely tell me you like it. There you have it, there's my list for the 25 worst songs of the year. I expect some dislikes, but hopefully some of you guys see where I'm coming from. Just remember, it's only an opinion. I'll catch you guys in the next countdown. Thanks for watching, and as always, have a rockin' day.